Welcome to my channel. This is Bruce the Boss, and America's frontline doctors have filed a motion for a temporary restraining order against the use of the jab for the Modella virus in children. This is late breaking. I wanted to show my support and inform y'all YouTube users, some of my audience, about it. By the way, please, if you're not subscribed to this channel, show that you're supporting. Don't forget to smash on that subscribe button, like this video, comment on this video. Your interactions on my channel and on my videos go a long way with supporting the video, getting it out there, and combating against YouTube's algorithm and active measures to suppress my content in particular, as I've recently have been made aware by one of my own subscribers that YouTube is actively suppressing some of my content with my own subscribers, as several, this is just one example of my subscribers, have indicated that their notifications, though despite being turned on, are not getting notified. So YouTube is actively trying to suppress content. It seems like that they don't like, despite my channel being relatively small, they think they can get away with it. But your interactions on this channel, whether it's through subscriptions and checking your notification once you have subscribed, if you already are subscribed, liking the videos, commenting on the videos, goes a long way with fighting against an algorithm that is actively trying to suppress and or control perspective. Let's fight back. Let's fight against the machine. All right? So appreciate your support. Let's get back to the video. I love it when many on the other side will say follow the science, or this is what all of the experts say. Clearly are not following the science, but rather they're following the science that they've so decided on, or what mainstream media has allowed them to see, because there are a lot of other competing voices within the medical and scientific field of virology, epidemiology, even just basic medicine. Your basic general practitioners, nurse practitioners have all had different ideas or thoughts and or experiences when it comes to the treatment and or at-risk demographics. And yet those who don't go with the mainstream narrative are actively getting silenced, as we saw with Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida had a roundtable discussion with epidemiologists, virologists, and medical scientists from Oxford, Yale, Stanford, the most prestigious universities in all of the world, and his video was censored on YouTube. So you weren't even allowed to hear these qualified medical experts give their opinion on policies just because it contradicted the science that the mainstream media and big tech has decided to back, as opposed to all of the available data. But I digress. If you're not familiar with America's frontline doctors, they spoke out against some of the misinformation over the course of the summer. It started back in July when they went to the steps of the Supreme Court to present their case. The only news outlet covering their message was Breitbart, I believe, but the video still went viral over all social media platforms within the course of 12 hours, got over, I believe, 8 million views, and was then immediately removed from social media, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. If you posted any of the video, it was automatically removed on site, any of the information, because they didn't like it. When you cut out a person's tongue, you don't prove the individual a liar. You just only prove that you fear what they have to say. But that's who the frontline doctors of America are, headed by one Dr. Simone Gold. And this is what they did. So as of yesterday, May the 20th, America's frontline doctors filed a motion in the U.S. District Court against the emergency use authorization permitting using the Modella virus jabs in children under the age of 16. Now, they are pro-vaccine, as they indicated in, pro-jabs, as they indicate in this. They have no problem with getting vaccinated for various illnesses. However, what they're concerned about is, while we can all agree the jabs have been proven so far in the short term to be mostly to be safe for the majority of individuals, but what they're fighting is one, none of the trials that included anyone under the age of 18 existed prior to December 2020. So there are no long-term trials or older trials to show the potential long-term effects. We don't have that yet. Number two, the case that they're arguing is that, is this necessary to be approved for emergency use? Do the youth present a great danger? Are they a demographic that is of greater risk for the Modella virus? By most evidence, I'll just show on the CDC website as opposed to saying anything in the event of avoiding getting flagged. So here's the CDC's own website, as you can see for yourself. And as it stands right now, as it pertains to the demographics and trends, first we'll look at cases by age. So they have the breakdown group 0 to 5, 6 to 13, and so on and so on. No matter at what point I put this on, as you can see here, if you can see the numbers for those under the age of, for those who are young, early on in the pandemic, an overwhelming majority easily are those who are relatively young, in between the ages of 18 through 55, represent an overwhelming majority. In fact, they're in the triple digits in terms of cases as it pertains to the double digits for the elderly. But I actually want to mostly focus on the young, those under the age of 18. Still, the numbers were relatively low at one point, but then they really start to jump up in the winter of 2021, as you can see. So cases are interesting. Now, when it comes to severe illness and or death, at any point in the pandemic, you look at those under the age of 18, 0.03, 0.03, 0.02. Summer of 2020, 0.01. 0 for those 6 through 13, 0. 14 through 17, 0.01. We get into 2021, even when the cases were at their peak, 0.01, 0.01, 0.04. All of these numbers, obviously, there is a digit, and I believe they say about 104 overall over the course of the last year. But when you compare that to the hundreds of thousands in this country, it's statistically zero. That's the case that they're trying to make in this case. So back to their website here, just wanted to show this information here. Very helpful information on this site you can look up. If you wanted to help support their cause and their fight in court, you can also feel free to check out this website. I'll put the link to in the description box below. Feel free to donate to help support the cause. But otherwise, there's also a lot of helpful information on this website and about the data, about a lot of the facts that you're not able to see, let alone post or share on social media. You can find it right here on this website for America's Frontline Doctors, because they tried to, there is an active agenda to suppress information. You can't suppress it all, so they were able to create their own website after being shut out on most of social media. You can come here to check out the information for yourself, to be made aware of all of the data out there. I'm not saying ignore Fauci and listen to the America's Frontline Doctors, but know all of the data, have all of the information so you can make the most informed decision and decide for yourself what course of action you want to follow. Because again, one of the problems I fear that we're having in this whole world is that not enough people are fully informed. There's a lot of information being suppressed. We don't have all of the data. They're deciding for us what information we're allowed to have, and then they're smearing any and all other counter information or data or facts as misinformation without ever disproving it. I want to show my support for them, so I'm just making everyone aware and trying to do my part. Feel free to do your part. Again, if you want to go to the website and share review the information, look it up, share with friends and family who is only listening to one side of the story, one side of the information, one side of the facts, and not able to look at all of the other. So that's all I had. I just wanted to make you aware there is an injunction. It kind of sucks that they may be forcing the jab on kids before they go back to school without having as much data or knowing is it even necessary. Hopefully this temporary restraining order will get some traction and be successful in allowing parents to make their own decisions. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like the information and content. It helps spread the message a long way, as well as commenting on this video, like this video, share this video. This is Bruce the Boss Brooks, and I'm out. Peace.